present your resume better also. Okay. Okay, let's go one by one. Compulsory is internship compulsory to place in a company? So I would suggest that's where you kind of get some relevance in what you talk, and also you'll have something to project yourself about your real-time experience. So maybe you can talk about your project. So if you have done anything like your mini project or something, you can talk about it. So I would suggest an internship, but a project will do. What's our career objective? Match with one company and doesn't match with others. So that is what it's better you have multiple resumes, or you kind of customize your resume for that one company so that you can have career objective that is relevant to that company. About handling the stress interviews. Hi, just don't freak out. If you don't know the answer, be honest and say you don't know. And as I told you, we are only trying to see the fitment of you and the company. That's it. So we are not, there is no better answer. There is no good answer or right answer in that. So most of you, like, when you go to a technical interview, when an interviewer asks a question on C++, when you come out, when you open your textbook, you will know that this is correct answer or wrong answer. But in HR interview, you won't know that. It's just your feel-good experience. Like, yeah, I felt good about the interview, or the interview didn't go well. There are only two things, two outcomes, okay? So it's better you have the presence well, and you have your logic in place, and you have your thought process in place. That is the only thing. And there's no right answer or wrong answer, and we are not here to really screen you out. We are here only to see whether you fit or not. That's it.
Madam, I'll moderate the questions. Hemant Malik is asking a question. What type of projects we should mention in the resume?
So, if you are an IT student, mention projects that would highlight your IT related skills. Okay, so if you're talking about a project that is not relevant to that, I will not even know what to answer or what to ask you about. Okay, so a question about your, a project about your programming, or project where you have used your programming or something. So if you don't have a project or an internship, you can still write something of a research paper or something that is of your own. That one box in your resume is something which you have applied your skill. Okay, so anything that comes under that will do. Okay,
Madam, Asia Sayed is asking a question. Can we mention the social activities, whatever we participated?
Yeah, you can do that. At the end, like I told you, in the achievements or the miscellaneous section, you can talk about it, but make sure that you actually did something. Okay, so we never know, like you write about, like I did take part in Swachh Bharat thing, and who knows, I might be someone who actually know about it or know someone over there, so I might start asking some questions and you don't know what to answer. So write something which you have actually done, and it's important for you to write about your extracurricular activities, just to show and project that you are not confined only to studies, but you are flexible enough in all other things also.
Madam, Kodari Sekti Srivamsi asked a very interesting question. How to answer, tell me about yourself, and also how to answer what is your greatest weakness and strength, and what are your negative sides. How to answer these questions?
Okay, so tell me about yourself. The most of the students start with telling what is already there in the resume. So the simple logic, I can already see what's there in this piece of paper. So I'm expecting something that is not there. So the first sentence can be a little introduction about you. No, I don't mean here to talk about where you're from, who are your parents, what's your background and everything. About you, meaning only you. And the second sentence could be your interest, like if you're interested in automation or your artificial intelligence or something, so you can talk like, this is my interest and this is how I explore, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to become. So most of the times I ask people, what's your dream? They don't even answer that question. Like you can be confident about even talking about your dreams, like I want that villa, or I want that car, I want to go to that vacation. So speak out, speak about yourself. okay, and also your weakness and strengths. So give out a weakness that is in turn a strength for you, okay. A weakness can something like, I can't really see things that are being like postponed for a lot of time, or that are not being addressed for a lot of time, or if someone is not meeting the deadline or something. So these are something which you're telling as a weakness, but that is in turn a strength to the organization, which says that yes, this person is so disciplined, this person is hardworking, okay. And strengths, just make sure that you tell something very unique about yourself, but not like all 95 students have that, okay.
Madam G. Anvesh Kumar is asking a question. How to build contacts in LinkedIn more effectively? And previously one question on the same LinkedIn is there. Shall we mention the LinkedIn ID in our resume?
Yes. Please mention your LinkedIn ID, so that shows your connections, and that's like a history of your profile and everything. So we never know, whenever you add a certification or you add something, update your skills or something. Maybe you can find a company or a HR that would reach out to you asking and offering a job for you. So it's better to maintain that network. And there can be some student among yourself who is going to be a potential CEO sometime, and maybe you would like to connect with them. So it's important for you to maintain a good LinkedIn profile, updated time to time.
There is a question, madam. If any unexpected question other than academics comes, how do you handle that question? This is the question from Sri Kanya.
So as I told you, be honest. Don't really bluff, or don't start saying something which you don't know, okay. So if you know the answer, you can say. Second point, you can talk about something that is related to that. Maybe you can say that, sorry ma'am, I don't know about this, but this is something that is connected to this, and you can just give an answer. Like, don't give a paragraph, just like 1 or 2 lines saying that you know most of the story, but yeah, maybe you just missed out on this point. That's it.
Yeah, there is a question, madam. In the COVID, so many students are doing so many activities nowadays. So Pawan is asking, shall we mention a column called COVID, a box called COVID-19 in our resume, and mention the courses in that particular list?
So you need not mention an entire box on that. Maybe you can have one line about what initiatives or what you did, something that's different from others, okay. Not just that I have helped someone or someone like that. So just something that is different from others, and just one line, not an entire column on that.
Most probably this batch may have a question from HR that what you have done in lockdown period.
Yeah, so but again, don't say that just because you are pressurized to say that and learn something. Just say that I have learned machine learning, I have learned deep learning. If you didn't do that, just say that, okay, I got this time after 21 years to relax. I did relax at home, and I did kind of improve myself and everything. You can just say that. You can say that you had a good time. Don't worry if you didn't do any courses, you can happily say that. But if you did some courses, you can talk about it.
Madam, one student is asking, can you repeat the font size you mentioned? Headings 14, and that and so many questions students are asking, can you show some sample resume?
Sample resumes, I try and post it to the TPO, so that they can forward it to you, so that you can have some formats over there. And headings are going to be 14 and the text should be 12. That is a standard format which we usually follow, which gives a better experience.
Madam, there is a compliment from Manohar to you. You are so good. I don't know. He is giving a very good compliment to you.
And you can also give compliments to your interviewer, but just make sure that that is not your only point of discussion, and just make sure that the interviewer is also recipient of that. Okay, make sure the entire atmosphere, and then talk about it or give a compliment.
Madam, just give me one time. I'm just rolling out. So many questions came. Just one or two. Madam, resume should be in one sheet or more than one sheet?
Since you are a fresher, I would want one sheet. So the front sheet should have all the important information till your work or your project or your internship, and the backside or the second sheet can be your extracurricular activities or your workshops or something.
One is asking, madam, mentioning hobbies is a compulsory thing in resume.
That is not compulsory.
And another one is, shall we paste our picture also in the resume?
Picture I would not really suggest at this point, because this point, as in you are a fresher now, so let's have a simple and basic resume. As in when you go in your career, you can do all sorts of experimentation.
Can we mention the research other than education?
I know you can do that, but you can do it at the end when you talk about your extracurriculars. You can say that as your interest point, but make sure it is okay, not something totally off the topic.
Ravalika is having an interesting question, madam. How you are foreseeing the interviews pattern in this 2021 batch after this COVID effect?
So yeah, it's tough. It is challenging because the physical touch or physical presence is something that we cannot bring it virtually. That is the fact. And there are the few comfort zones which we are already used to. So we are changing. Market is changing, and we expect you to change too. So we are all going to some other thing together. So we are all together in this. Don't worry.
So why should we hire you? If that is the question, how to handle that question in the interview? So
that is where you have to talk how different you are from that of the other 99 students. So you can start saying what is your interest, what is your strength, what is your project, and what is your goal. You're trying to align these 4 things into one single line. That is why should I hire you? Over. Simple.
Another question, madam, what is the font style? Size is okay, but style is good.
Font style, you can use Times New Roman or Calibri, which are used for professional writings.
And how to show my body language? This is the question from Bhargav Naidu. So most probably is asking what sort of body language we should present in front of the interviewer.
I will suggest you to be yourself, relaxed. So relaxed as in not like too relaxed as if you are watching a cinema or something. Just be, cool and composed. That will do. Not like you're scared or something or nervous or something. Presence of mind and presence of your body will do.
Madam, most of the interviews will be online in future. Can you suggest any online interview portals to the students? That is the question from Adla Bharat.
Okay, now before we have the online interview portals or something, I would suggest you to start recording your own videos. Okay, so pick up few TCS questions, sit in front of your phone or your laptop and try to answer those questions and try to look at your own self. So that can be the first step, and interview portals are a too long thing. So maybe you can start with this as of now.
Sulekha is repeatedly asking a question called, can you show your sample resume? Already we answered this question, madam. So madam is going to send some sample resumes to TPOs, and TPOs will circulate the sample resumes to you, Sulekha. If you are not getting this thing, madam already given her contact. Once again, at the end of the session, madam will show her mail ID to you. You can be in touch with madam. You can follow madam in her Facebook and Instagram also. Madam, is it okay if they follow in your Facebook and Instagram? Yeah. Then if you do that, the students will follow you. Then they can, if they have any doubts, directly they will be in touch with you and contact you.
Sure.
And madam, somebody is asking GD round recruitment. Can little bit give a focus on this is Satya Naveen. Can we still expect GD round in recruitment, madam? And post-COVID, definitely it will be there, I think.
It will be there, and Zoom has a feature called as breakout groups that are very similar to your group discussions. So if 5 of you might be, given a room where you can virtually discuss and virtually debate, just like your GD. So that's a advanced feature, but yes, it's possible. And I can't really say that we are going to have this, but yeah, that's possible.
Madam, how to get rid of first time facing interview fear?
So it's better you look at yourself, how you're performing and how you're talking and what kind of expressions you're giving. So the few students who just eyeball from left to right while they're thinking, so which is not actually a feel good thing. So the eye contact is something really very important. Like, when it's an online thing, you better look into your webcam. When it is a physical thing, you just have an eye contact.
Madam, how to answer the questions relating to the weakness? Once again, please explain.
It's better you project your weaknesses as your strengths also. So you can talk about, I really don't like when things are postponed. Okay, so that shows that you are a person who is having discipline, a person who is always with the deadlines. Okay, so you're projecting a weakness as a strength. So you can't do that trick all the time, but you can have one like that and one honestly your weakness, but not too much. Okay.
Sulekha, Satya Naveen is asking again a question. Can looking too formal has positive or artificial impact?
Sorry.
HR perspective. So too formal, like wearing a suit or coming or with full tie coming.
Okay. I think we are up for total formals, please.
And there is another question from, does percentage affect jobs?
We are going through a change and we can't really define our project what kind of change it is, but yes, maybe we may have some challenges, but we're all with it, we're all together, don't worry.
What type of topics can we expect in GD? That is one question.
So one topic can be are your team play, smart work versus hard work. So we're not, again, there is no defined answer. Most of the GDs don't have a defined answer or a correct answer. So it's just how logical you're talking about. That's it. So this is just one example, but you can find a lot of examples on Google. So, and that too company specific also. So it's better you just prepare 3 or 4 points on each of the topic. You'll be good to go.
Is it colorful printed resume is required? Is it black and white resume is more than?
So right now we are not really interested in a craft book. So it's better you use only one color. Maybe you can have the outlines in blue and the text in black. Maybe one color will do.
Quoting references in the resume is compulsory for a fresher?
Not required, but if you are using anyone's work, like if you are referring to anyone's research work that is already published and that require a copyright, is better, but it's not, we're not too much into that.
Unique style of myself, is there any problem? That is Sai Puja. I am a unique style, I am different from others. If I mention like that, is it a problem in the interview?
Don't say that I'm different. You have to give a validation how you're different from others. So whatever you say should give out that expression or give out that information, but it's not required that you mention that explicitly.
How to react if interviewer said you are rejected?
Maybe you can ask for a feedback. That is polite and that is something that will help you, first thing. And don't start freaking out over there. I know that's a very tough thing to handle, but maybe you can just ask for feedback and maybe you can ask like, when can I again come back to you, and then say thank you and then leave.
If questions related to some EC and mechanical students are asking, madam, if the questions related to you are from so-and-so branch, you are not fit for this job, in that case, how to handle that? How an EC, how a mechanical, how a EEE guy is useful to the software industry. If some questions related to that is there, then how they can justify and answer.
Yeah, so that is why it's like framing your resume is something important. So where you mention your career objective related to the company, your skills related to the company, your project related to the company. Okay, so then you can confidently show, though I'm from this background and I didn't really take up a IT course, but my interests were always into IT and programming. If you can see my strengths, like I know C, I know C++, these are my strengths, and this is my passion. So when you kind of stress out few things, that will make the interviewer understand your orientation towards it. Okay, but never give away answers like, my father wanted me to be into EEE. I was there, but I always liked IT. No, don't give out such answers. You should only focus on your passion and your interests.
There is a Shweta is asking one question, madam. If HR is asking about the salary expectation, how to answer that question?
So it depends on that is where knowing your employer is different, and talking to your peers or your mentors is different, where you can know what is the average or what is the salary bracket you would probably be into, so that you can kind of give a similar range. So, and I would suggest you not to stress too much on salary right now, because they have too many options as an interviewer. So give a good bracket, good range, and that will do.
Girish, just moderate the questions. My battery is low. Meanwhile, I'll connect my this thing. Girish.
Yes, sir. There is one question, ma'am, from Durga Nukamka. Can you expect 100% coding skills for an EC student like a CSE student?
We're not expecting 100%. There is nothing like 100% ever. We're just seeing orientation and flexibility and learning capacity.
Another question is, there is one question like, tell me 3 reasons why should we not hire you, like that.
Should we not hire you? We usually don't ask not hire you. Maybe we ask why should we hire you? So again, your interest, your passion, and your connectivity are the 3 top things that will answer the question.
Somebody is asking about a proper dress code for girls.
You can use a blazer if you're comfortable, or a chudidar will do.
So this is a question like, is it compulsory to include reference in resume? It was answered. Yeah, there is a question actually.
There is a question from some people. What type of changes will be there in interview rounds because of the COVID?
So as I told you, Zoom platform has got many features that is trying to keep the virtual as closer to the reality. So we have the breakout room features, polling features, and everything that will kind of have a similar experience as your normal interview. So you can expect this similar rounds, but yes, a few challenges.
Madam, if I go for MBA after my BTech, which specialization is good? HR, marketing, or finance? So, from Naveen Chakravarti.
So first thing, if you never reveal this interest, if you are sitting in an interview, so this can be your personal growth. First thing. Second thing, your stream which you have to decide is something built on your interest. Like finance has got its own challenges, marketing has its own advantages, operations has its own thing. So everything is unique and different with all the challenges. So you have to work on that. I'm a marketing person, but I can't give away that.
Yeah, Obul Reddy is asking question, madam. If we are honest, compared to the people who are bluffing HR, degree of selection is more for the bluffing than honest. What you suggest? That is the question.
So that's the human psychology. You try to trust person who is more honest, right? So the same thing acts over there. But yes, you can't be honest in everywhere. Like you end up saying too much of truth. Also, you should know the diplomacy levels.
If your interviewer is asking a question, do you have any questions for me? How to answer that question? This is a question from Vyas.
So you can ask for your feedback, Vyas. That is better, so that you will know how you have done. So you'll have an idea. So that's the safest question.
Madam, how to handle the question related to the profession of parents?
You can tell as it is, whatever it is. So, and I would suggest you not to mention your background, your parent details, your address, and everything. Like there are many resumes which have an entire biodata. So that is not required in a resume, but only if it is asked, you can tell about that.
Srilek is having a question, madam. Achievements and internships, which should be mentioned first in the resume? Achievements after achievements, internships, or internships after?
Internships is much more relevant. So internships and then achievements.
Madam, how to build contacts in LinkedIn? This is a repetitive question.
So as in when you pass out, like you are a bunch of like 1,000 odd students, so you can start with that. So as in when everyone is placed, you will have your peers, contacts, peers, links, and everything. You can like build from there.
Madam, if we mention Telugu poetry as a hobby, is there any problem?
There's no problem, but make sure that you know some good poets, some good poems, and everything.
Madam, you suggested some websites for English development and grammar checking, etc. Can you name those websites once again? That is the question.
I use Grammarly, which is an inbuilt feature for Gmail. So that would give suggestions and correction. But even in our Word doc or PPT or everywhere also, you get kind of suggestions. So it's better for you to keep an eye on that.
One question is, private sector job is hectic or government sector job is hectic?
So it depends on you. If you have the thing to work and if you have the thing to grow in the career, you have to work wherever you are. But there were students who were giving answers like, what's your dream job? So he ended up saying that I want to be an IAS. So please avoid such questions, although you have something like that in your mind.
Ma'am, there is a question like, it was actually went out. Internships will affect my interview.
Internships, you mean? Yes, I don't say that we are going to judge you on that, because you're in your HR interview only when you're through with your technical skills. So we have an understanding that you are good with your technical skills. So we're not going to stress more on that. But in a technical interview, yes, that is more important when it comes to technical interview. Yeah.
Is it okay to disagree with HR on any point in the interview?
Don't be rude. Maybe you can say your opinion. Maybe you can start, ma'am, in my opinion, this is what I feel, but maybe this could be one of the possible answer also. So don't ever be rude.
Arun is asking a question, madam. We missed in between. In the order of mentioning the workshops, shall we mention our college workshops first, then other workshops we attended in various institutes?
We are not going to judge you on based on which workshop or which college, basically. But it's better. First priority would be given to relevant. So if you're IT person, just giving IT related workshop should be your first priority. And also, yeah, good brands will always attract you. Something an IIT or IIM is good for your eyes. So yeah, that can be your priority also.
For developing English speaking, can you mention some websites? This is the question from Tabusam Sheikh.
Websites, as in maybe you can check out few videos on YouTube where they kind of talk about all this on communication, building, and everything. So you can start with that. For now, that is good enough. So I think once you progress in your career, experience will teach you a lot. Don't worry.
Where you want to see yourself after 3 or 4 years in our institute? This is the question from HR. How to handle that question?
So that is why it's very important for you to know the route map in your company. For you to talk to your mentors or your seniors or somewhere where you know what is the next possible hierarchy. So for suppose you're joining as an analyst, so it is important for you to know what is the next position of an analyst. So you can say that, yeah, since that I'm joining as an analyst, I want to work for a few years and then improve my skills and then get promoted to a team lead or something, whatever next possible hierarchy.
Girish,
whatever end up with the CEO, please.
Girish, you picked up some question. Please ask, madam. Madam, one skill proficiency in one skill sounds better, or multi skills proficiency sounds better to the interviewer?
That's not required actually. So don't mention that in your resume. So that is something underlying. So only when they ask, you can talk about it. That's not really a thing to highlight.
If any interviewer is asking a question, how you see our company in future?
So that is where you should know about your employer, its CEO, its management, its initiatives that they have taken up in last 2-3 years, so that you can say this is all the good work they're doing. So this is the probable future for them. So you have a base to answer the question.
Can we mention participation certificates under achievements, madam? So
participation
certificate not got any prize. Is there any value there in the resume to mention those things?
If you have learned something for you, if there is anything you can talk about the experience, you can mention that as a third point, like the last in the priority.
Ma'am, there's a question. How to impress an HR is a question from Aishwari.
Girish, please louder, a little bit louder.
Yeah. How to impress an HR is a question, ma'am.
How to?
Impress an HR.
Okay, I mean, first thing, 50% of the job will be done with a beautiful resume, and the rest of the person would be how you are interacting. Like you have to smile a bit, you have to have the eye contact, you should have the presence of mind. That will do. It's not rocket science, don't worry.
Madam, if I am having low scores in my 10th and inter, is it affect my interview?
No, we're not going to judge you based on your percentages. You are here. We know you have already done a lot of hard work, so we don't want to go back on that. But make sure you have a reason behind that, like and don't give away too obvious reasons, but give a valid, relevant reason, please.
I think most of the questions we took, madam. Almost all the questions. Please give.
Yeah, there is one question. What about our vocabulary if it is in too high level?
Don't worry. So it's better you stick to professional words only. So we're not going to get impressed if you have a Shashi Tharoor level vocabulary. So good and neat and professional words will do.
Please tell me about your first interview experience, madam. That is the question from one student.
Yeah, my first interview was way back few years ago. It was started with initial screening and then GD and then the final interview. So I was the only one to be selected from my college. I'm proud enough to say that. But it's a different thing. So I was an MBA graduate, so the questions and the process and the entire scene was a bit different.
That's it, madam. Just to give your concluding remarks, then we will wind it up.
Okay, so I think we could spend some time, quality time, answering your questions. But in case you have some questions, I'm just mentioning. So this is the YouTube link where I will try and post few things that are relevant to you for your interviews and anything. And if you want any other information in precisely, you can even ask for that so that I'll post. My LinkedIn name would be Vaishnavi Madhuvarsu. You can post any questions over there. I'll try and answer them. Okay. So I have given you my YouTube and my LinkedIn name, so you can get in touch over there.
Students, please be in touch with madam if we missed any question here, or you have any other questions to be clarified from madam. Please be in touch with her. I rate her as a very good HR professional. So she used to guide so many students, mentor so many students, and somebody is asking about the mock interview related things. To ask madam will suggest you the different things related to mock interview, how you can take it up, mock interview, etc. So that is very much essential. And tell me about yourself. If you already have a video about tell me about yourself, please post it in your LinkedIn, that video, so some professionals can see that video, and also they also can directly contact you to take a mock interview. Nowadays, so many professionals in the LinkedIn, they are helping the students by taking the mock interviews. So please be in touch with madam. But as madam suggested, introduce yourself, take a nice video of it, see several times, edit the mistakes, and put final one, finalize the final one, and put it in the LinkedIn. Definitely that will be helpful to you. Some experts may see that video and they will call you directly to conduct a mock interview. That is one. And you want to take any help from the madam, I request on behalf of the consortium, madam, any student from Andhra Pradesh, from any stream is approaching you, please spare some time and give some suggestions to them. Particularly this year is going to be a very hard year for these people. 2021 graduating batch is going to face so many challenges. So in this time, if we help them and we mentor them, definitely they will be in a right direction. I request on behalf of consortium, if anybody from our colleges approaches you for any sort of help, please extend your help to them.
I'll do my best, sir. Thank you.
Vijay Martha Babu sir, you are on. Girish, Vijay Martha Babu sir is online.
Yes, sir. I have unmuted him.
Yeah, please unmute him. Vijay Martha Babu sir, please share some words about this workshop and say on behalf of our consortium thanks to madam. Or anybody from our consortium core committee members, please, you want to interact with madam, please unmute yourself and just you raise your hand. Girish will unmute you. If anybody wants to interact with madam, any training and placement officer, please raise your hands. Nana Ishita Adappa, raise your hand. Can you unmute?
Yes, sir. Okay.
We will take some. Madam, is it okay if we another 10 minutes?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Somebody unmute one after one, okay? Go ahead, please.
No one is there, sir.
Ishita Adappa is there, Nana?
Yes, sir. I have unmuted her, but...
yeah, Ishita, please go ahead. Ishita, you are unmuted. Please go ahead.
Ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible, Ishita. Please go ahead.
Ask the question like, if other company is giving a higher package than us, and in between these two, what would you choose?
That's a diplomatic question, so don't give it the answer, I would say. Okay, so it's not like you kind of choose your answer on the spot. Maybe you can tell something diplomatically, like I would choose your company because I see a better growth rate here, better career ladder over here. So it's always on a safe note that you kind of stick with the company whom you're talking to, although you have a different opinions.
Okay.
So you can say that I'm not just worried about the monetary value. I'm worried about my career in a long term. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Girish, unmute Putta Pavani.
Good morning, ma'am. I have the question like, if the interviewer asks that whom should I hire, you or your friend? If he check us in an emotional way, then how to?
I think emotional presence is really important, but yes, in that room you have to be practical as possible. Okay, so don't degrade him, don't talk about his demerits, only you can show how you're better than him. Okay, so don't talk anything negative ever.
Putta Pavani wants to talk more positive about her friend. One incident happened in our college, madam. One she wanted to drop out for her friend.
Okay.
Told to HR that I am dropping out. Don't do any interview for me. Please do interview for my friend. So HR is a little bit panic on that day. So, only negative. Sometimes the students mention positive about the friends and they want to help the friends. That all. In that case, how HR will react?
So if you kind of say that I'm dropping out or something, that shows that you how disinterested you are, even for a better good. Like even if you say that my friend really needs this job, so I'm dropping out for him. Even in that scenario, maybe they're just trying to test your emotional content. That's it. So you have to say that I am really interested with this job and these are the qualities I have. Even my friend is competitive enough, and you can even say that why don't you hire us both of us? We have a very good competition. We always had good grades and we always worked very well in a team, and maybe we can just continue the same thing for your organization also. Never ever demerit someone or degrade someone or talk anything negative. Keep it as diplomatic and positive as possible.
Ma'am, will HR... Sir, can I ask another question, sir?
Yeah,
Pavani, already you asked one question. Please go ahead. This is the last question from your side.
Okay, sir. Ma'am, would the HR will be liking for your long explanation?
Sometime. Why only girls are having more questions? That is a bit worry for me.
Okay, sir.
Anyhow, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, what if the explanation, if it is very big, will the HR will show interest to listen, or?
I think that's a psychology. Like, you would be more interested in a teaser, right, than an entire movie. So it's always to have a small and short teaser kind of answers. Like there's a lot to explore in future.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Pavani. And one of our TPO colleague Vamsikar and Soumyajula from Pragati Engineering College is ready to ask a question, madam. Vamsi, please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. To be frank, today I was on the opposite side among the students listening to your this thing. Actually, these are not a question, but I mean some of my inputs. The session went on very well. I could actually measure that by the quality of questions that are being shooted. So thank you very much for that session, and I hope all the students are benefited. And of course, I could see one of the questions from the students. I don't know whether that was answered or not, because for around 10 minutes I was off the line. I mean, somebody was asking something called as a model resume.
Yeah.
I mean,
would try and share with the TPO officers so that you can circulate among your students. So the better ones and not so better ones, so that you know what to do and what not to do.
Okay, ma'am. But please put a disclaimer saying that the students
Don't copy.
should not copy it. Otherwise, the almost entire resumes of AP students will look like the same.
Same across AP, that is the same resume.
I think I made that point very clear that you cannot.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, that was on the lighter side. But I mean, yes, the session went on very well, ma'am. Please accept our gratitude on behalf of all the students as well as all the colleges. Specifically to Dr. Venkat's question, why girls are asking more questions?
I think you have an answer in the chat box. Maybe boys are having more clarity. So
that's correct, and also And also, ma'am, you won't get questions in two circumstances. One, either you understood everything or you haven't understood anything. Going by the
Second one.
going with the optimistic one, the boys understood everything.
Yeah.
Anyhow, some boys raised the hands. Now we will take one or two questions from boys. Manikanta, please unmute. Manikanta, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Is it necessary to include our date and place at the bottom of the resume and our signature? Was it necessary?
That's okay. You can include that just to make it more official. You can do that.
Yeah, there is a question of Harish K. Can you unmute Harish K, Girish? Harish, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, how to face an interviewer while entering to an interview and while sitting, and if they offer us any drinks like that, how to face that?
I quite didn't get your question.
I'll tell you, madam. If the initial part of entering into the room, wishing the room, taking seat, if they offer some snacks or drinks, water, etc., how we can handle such situation in the HR interview?
Okay. So
am I correct, Harish? That is your question?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's better you just wait for them to offer you a seat. So if they are not, maybe you can just ask, like, may I? So which they usually say yes, then you can sit. Don't waste too much of time just staring at them. Okay, that should be spontaneous enough. Second, if they offer some snacks or something, you can just take a bite. Don't hog on the entire thing, although if that is tasty. So it's decency and respect to just take one thing and say thank you.
Girish, can you unmute? Raise your hand quite a bit early. Girish, Deepu. Can you unmute Deepu? Girish unmuted, I think, Satya Prasad. Anyone who is unmuted, please go ahead. Whomsoever is unmuted by the admin, please go ahead. Girish?
Sir, I'm doing, sir, that they need to accept to mute themselves also.
Then unmute one or two people. Satya Prasad, Hemant Malik, and Deepu. These three people you unmute, and one after one they'll ask the questions. Madam, how much time you have? Tell me then.
It's Saturday.
So, hello, madam.
Hi, Harish. Hari, sorry.
Call me Satya, madam.
Yep.
I have one doubt regarding interviewers. I'm very scared to answer any questions any lecturer or any interviewer asking me. So how can I decrease my scaredness and something?
So it's better you have and face few mock interviews with your seniors or mentors or someone, so that you know what is expected. Okay, so if I ask you to talk about your favorite movie, you would like non-stop talk for 10 minutes, right? Why? Because you like it and you know about it. So it's the same psychology over here also. When you know something and when you like something, you will be more confident. So see and search for all the expected questions. Like most of, like 80 to at least 80% of the questions are related from the expected topics only. So you can have a better answer, so that you can go use the same old cow essay. Like whatever is the question, you can like connect it to this essay at the end. So that.
Madam, one more, please. One more question.
Go ahead.
I am a civil engineer student.
Okay.
I am very confused to be in a job profession, whether I am going in software or either in civil correct. I am very confused. Man, can give me one suggestion for that?
Okay. So make sure that you don't explicitly show your confusion to your interviewer also. Like they may ask you a question like, you are into civil engineering, but you're here for an IT interview. So does this mean that you dislike your profession, or you're not interested in the civil engineering or something? That will kind of trigger you to answer, no, I really love this. I worked my entire life for this, or something like that. That will make you emotional to say answers like, I didn't really find find a suitable job over there, so that is why I'm here or something. So never get into such discussions or never end up saying such answers. So that is why, as I told you, be prepared. So you know that you're confused. You know that they're going to ask you about such sensitive questions or such diplomatic questions. So prepare, write an answer, talk to yourself, sit in front of a mirror, talk to yourself, prepare for an answer. So that's not going to be a surprise for you.
Deepu, you can go ahead now. You are unmuted.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Choosing mechanical field in studies and attending software field to get job, is it correct, madam?
Your voice is too low, Deepu.
Actually, choosing mechanical field in studies and attending software field to get job, is it correct, madam?
Oh, the same thing. Like, so you have to show how, what are the skills you have that are relevant to the IT job, and how is your orientation and passion towards IT job. You can say that although I was there, but my interest was always into this programming. I tried a lot, I experimented a lot, I learned so much on my own. So you can just project it that way.
Unmute, Girish, unmute Hemant Malik and Hafiz Kit.
Hello. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Please go ahead, Hemant. Again, you muted yourself. Girish, once again unmute Hemant.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Hemant, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for spending a quality time with us. Firstly, I want to ask you a question. Because our communication skills are more important than technical skills in cracking your job?
That's a tricky question, but okay. Again, I think most of us really like cinema, so I just give that example. So even if you have a very strong story, but if you don't have a better screenplay, that movie is not going to work. So even if you have a better screenplay and you don't have the storyline, even then it's going to fail. So both are equally, and both should go hand in hand. You have to present what you have in a better way.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bhuvaneshwari. Unmute Bhuvaneshwari and Upendra and also Pavan Kumar. Madam, last 3 questions we will take it up and we will wind it up. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I have one query. If a HR asks you like this, why do you want to work with this company? Then how we have to answer, ma'am?
You better try and use the words like career growth, work environment, work culture. Okay, so these are my skills and this is the orientation. Like if you're sitting for an Amazon interview, that is a product oriented company. So you can say that my interest was always in this, and the company is also having a similar interest, so we can align these both interests, and I'm looking for a better career opportunities and grow myself in this company. So you can just align these things and give a better answer.
Ma'am, I have another query.
Okay.
Ma'am, if they ask the question which we don't know, then how we have to handle that question?
First, be honest and say that, ma'am, I do not know answer for this. Second, you can offer an alternative answer. Like you can say that I don't know about this topic, but this is a topic that is kind of relevant to this. Maybe I will talk about this. Just don't go and say about it. Just so that you know the overall picture. That's it.
Ma'am, ma'am, if the interview question asked, can I speak in Telugu, ma'am?
I would suggest you to speak to English. Only if in a very rare case when you're not comfortable, you can switch to Telugu, but that would be your last option. You have to judge you or something, but yes, yeah. Professionalism, that's it.
Yeah, Hafiz, go ahead. Hafiz.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I'm very happy to talk with you, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is, when I entered into the HR room or any interview room, if I'm facing the interview, sir, and what was the first quality that an interview should see in a student or in a fresher? What was the first quality that an HR or any interviewers that he should see a first quality in an interviewer.
Okay, so as I repeatedly said that we are not going to judge you. Like there is no good quality or bad quality. Just that how logical you are and if you're having your presence of mind in that room is the only thing. Okay, so don't show your nervousness, don't show your confusion, and don't show your overexcitement and anxiety also. Just smile, stay calm and have the eye contact. That's it. Your calmness is what we want to see. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, Pawan Kumar, please go ahead with your question.
Hello, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, Pawan.
If not any learning softwares like C++, Java, Python, any software not learn. So if any branches like mechanical, civil, and other branches, what requirements you should letter resume?
So that would be a challenging situation for you, Pawan, because an interviewer has like 100 options where most of the students have the basics on the languages or the skills they are looking at. So that would be a tough situation for you to project. So I would suggest you to skill up yourself. So now you have some time. So maybe you can start working on C or C++ or Java and learn few basics. So because as we all know that we are, especially your batch is going to have a challenging time. So it's better to have a better skill. So I would say that you have to skill up yourself.
Yeah, good luck, Upendra. Please unmute Girish, Upendra. Upendra, madam, we'll take last question.
Sure, no problem, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Upendra.
Ma'am, after completion of my diploma, I started working in Amar Raja Power Systems in Tirupati, ma'am. Due to some medical issues, I have left the job and I started BTech in the next year, ma'am. And now I am pursuing third year, ma'am. I will be available to face interviews in next year. If we face that question, what you did and why you left that company in interview, what I have to answer, ma'am?
Be honest, Upendra. So you can project yourself saying that you said diploma, right? I think that should be a polytechnic diploma or something. So that is something where you are going to have a hands-on experience. It's more like a practical experience rather than traditional inter where they have more of. You can start saying that as I was having practical experience, I started working. I wanted to work, but I eventually realized that having further education, further graduation important. So that is why I left. I want to continue my studies, and now I'm good for a job. Now I feel myself really fully prepared for a job.
Sneha, you can talk.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I selected for Amazon interview as a part of Amazon Wow, ma'am. Okay, then my interview is on June 7th, ma'am. Can you tell me some suggestions for the interview that is most technical round, ma'am, coding, ma'am?
Okay, so as I said, most of the questions, like I don't say 100%, but at least you can expect in technical, at least 60% would be related topics. Okay, so which you on internet or you can talk to your seniors to have an idea of expected topics and you prepare with an answer for everything, for at least most of the things, so that even if you face a question which you don't know, you can very well happily say that, ma'am, I don't know this, and you can offer talking about something relevant. So you'll be having a better trade-off side.
Karishma, you can talk.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I have a question. If HR asked why you choose this job? Why you want to do this software job as an ECE student?
Okay, so maybe your question is you want to answer why TCS or why Cognizant. So you can start off saying about the company, and as I told you, use the word work culture, work environment, career growth, career opportunities, hierarchy, career advancement. These are usual management or professional words. So you can say that I see a better roadmap for myself, for me in your company. Since TCS always had this orientation, or TCS is having such projects or such models or something, you can just kind of align TCS or any company in intentions with your intentions and your skills. So that is like a easy answer you can give.
Shruti, you can talk.
You are now an admin.
Shruti, you can speak. Marthi sir, you can speak, sir. Marthi sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is,
Yeah, fine. No problem, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
No, it's been a wonderful session. They've been following very closely, and it's fantastic. Anyway, it's not a Thanksgiving this one, so please carry on. There are questions, right? There are questions. Let us complete them, and then we can thank her amply.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Srikar, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, in a HR interview, generally, if while answering the questions to a HR, suddenly we forget some words to the connection of the sentences, right? Like telling "oh," so we give short pauses. How to handle those situations, ma'am?
That's where you should take care of your body language also. So just don't show that nervousness straight away on your face, or start sweating or something and giving that blank expression, showing that I don't know what I'm talking about. So better you just take a pause, not a long one, short one, and then start again. And just make sure that you don't roll your eyes or draw something in the air or something. Okay.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, madam. I am from civil engineering. When we are going for a software interview compared to CSE, ECE, and IT, we are on a low level when compared to programming on software. Yet we know only basics. So in such situations in an interview, how can we overcome them and grasp a job?
So it's better you project how comfortable and how confident you are about your basics. Okay, so most of the jobs, like you should know the after reality of the job offer also, like how a company works or how a job role works actually. So you can say that I know the basics. With this basics, I am adaptable to learn anything further. Okay, you can show that, and you can say and talk about your interest, your passion, and your strong basics. So with this, your answer is good enough to convince.
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Pujita. My doubt is when we attend to the HR, I'm from a management background. When we're going to an HR interview, when we say that we are a fast learner, we can grasp whatever you say in a very fast manner. But still the HR is saying that we don't need any learners. Everyone could learn. We want a knowledge of you. Then how would we convince her?
You can say a good answer like there is no end to learning. Like there is no practical end point to your skills or updating your knowledge or something. So good learner or quick learner or something by this verse, ma'am, I mean that I know all the knowledge that is required to do my job correctly, but we as a whole, as a team, we have to improve ourselves so that we can give better performances and also adapt to the market situations. So that is what I mean by quick learner. So I will adapt myself to market and also new updations in the technology and everything. So that is what I mean. You can just say that.
Ma'am, if we have a nervousness and you said first answer is wrong and second you corrected by yourself and said the correct, exact, accurate answer, then your HR is saying that what you said first time it's wrong, right? Then how should we tackle that situation? It happens in many interviews also. First we'll have some nervousness and we say the wrong answer. Again we'll correct it. Again she asks means we'll correct it. How would we tackle the situations?
So here, that is something you have to work on so that you don't jump into answers right when they ask you. You have to take a second pause to really think what the correct answer is. So you can make such mistakes. Like most of us make that mistake once or twice, but you can't keep doing that in your entire interview. So, but if you have just done that once, you can say that, ma'am, I just thought about something and I have answered that, but now I feel that when I further think about this, that is one of the correct answer, and even this is a possible answer too. Don't contradict or don't say that no, that is wrong, this is right. Don't contradict yourself. You can only say that this is one more possible way of answering. That's it.
Yes, ma'am, we management students have a bigger tackle with the skills, or more than that, we have a presentation to us because we are from management students. What kind of gestures could you recommend us? Like we presenting ourselves means management students have a more not technical, but as a matured person, what about you? Personal questions. So how could we tackle that?
I'm from both my grad and my postgrad is in management. So I really feel your question. So it's better you show your presence. That's it. That is the only thing you are going to buy out. Okay. And they expect you to be more professional in your dressing and your gestures and your talking and everything. So you cannot compromise on your communication skills if you are from a management background. So if you are a techie guy, you can really showcase your technical skills, but if you are from management, you can't compromise on your communication and your dressing and your entire presentation. You have to have that better. That's it. That's the only thing that can buy you.
Prakash, you can speak.
Madam, thank you for the questions. So many questions came in chat and also direct. Thank you for your patience way of answering all the. You are very patient enough to answer the questions, and you have given a lovely answers and very useful answers, fruitful answers to these people. If they work it out on all the suggestions you have given, definitely they are able to manage the HR interview and their resume building part definitely well. So with this note, I want to hand over it to our TPO Consortium Secretary Vijay Murthy Babu Garu to propose formal vote of thanks to you on behalf of our TPO Consortium. Vijay Murthy Babu sir, over to you.
In fact, it is not necessary because all those who have been attending and hearing her keenly must be thanking her amply in their minds. And when you suggested her name, in fact, I thought, okay, let us see. But the session went on so well. In fact, the session is meant to be giving some awareness, to students on resume building. But I see 95% of the time spent on chat. The questions were question and answer session was on attending interviews. And thank you, Vaishnavi ji, for handling it so nicely, aptly. For each question you answered so well. I was wondering, had she been a TPO, she would have given a thorough, challenge to all those sitting. The TPO was sitting here and for their job. And thank you so much. It was wonderful session, and I'm sure all those whoever have attended till the end. See, the session has started with about 2,000 students, but it came down to close to some 1,200 because of whatever reasons. But all those whoever were there in this session till the end, they are going back with full of their kitty, some knowledge, and thanks for passing on this learning to all these. Thank you, Vaishnavi ji. And for sure, I recommend Mr. President to see that her communication coordinates are given to all our TPOs so that similar sessions can be conducted if possible. It may be free or may not be free. It may be commercial. I do not know. I only recommend it because she is so good. Her communication coordinates could be given to the rest of the TPOs through our group. And I thank every TPO for passing on this message and seeing that their students are benefited today through this session. Not the least, of course, to the president who has taken initiative in setting up this whole thing and bringing her knowledge to all these, available to all these students who are present today. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi ji, for all this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all of you. Good day to all these students.
Thank you, Maruti Babu sir. Madam, we recorded this session. So, for the benefit of the students, we will forward to the TPOs and they can forward this session to recorded session to their students also for this thing. So, as we
seek your permission in that.
Sure.
Yeah, please we request your permission in that regard.
Not a problem.
And first 30-45 minutes, as we planned, we concentrate on the resume building that is most useful to the students. And interview questions also they might be able to ask, but now they can see and they can correlate themselves in the real picture by seeing your video.
Yeah.
And as requested by our secretary sir, some of our TPOs may approach you for a similar session on interview skills and resume building skills. Please, on behalf of our consortium, we are requesting you to accept their proposal and for the benefit of the students.
Based on the availability, of course.
And as mentioned by some people, you are too good, madam, and you are too good in your presentation and communication and whatever you want to communicate. The subject is absolutely fantastic. As an elder to you and elderly in years and everything to you, we sincerely pray Almighty to give a lot of energy to you for conducting similar sort of sessions for the benefit of the students and nurturing the next generation. Thank you very much on behalf of the consortium.
Thank you so much, sir. All the very best, students. Do connect with me on LinkedIn or anywhere if you have any questions. I'll try and answer as many as I can. So you're going to be a special batch with a special set of challenges. So unique batch. So all the best. So let's all see what happens. Thank you so much.
Before winding up, I want to thank Girish for moderating the entire session as an admin.
And I should not be doing it. He is part of our team. He is part of our team.
I thank Bharani. He is the person inviting you and introducing to our TPO community. Bharani, special thanks on behalf of consortium to you for introducing such a novel professional personality to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bharani, and thank you all the TPO officers for such initiatives. I'm glad I'm here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please. Students, have a nice evening, nice day ahead, and take these tips into the consideration. And you are going to face a little bit challenging recruitment year. So please start working on all the tips given by the madam and improve yourself. Thank you. Bye bye. Good day. Girish, you can end the session.
I'm ending this session, sir, now.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.